Jake and welcome to part 2 of Christmas Unwrapped. So we're going to get ready for Christmas by making some decorations. Now I'm going to show you how to make an angel today. If you get a bit of card like this, you should have one. We should have sent one to you. But yes, you'll need a bit of card. Paper doesn't really work with this, but any type of card will work. And then you need something round. I'm using a plate. But obviously at school you're unlikely to have a plate, so try and find something round or try and make a perfect circle any way you can, and it needs to be nice and big as you can get on your bit of card. So we're going to make our circle, and this is the base for our angel. Now when you're going to need to cut this circle out, and I'm actually going to show you what I did earlier. So you've got a nice perfect circle like this. Then you need to find the middle. Now I've already found the middle on this, but you can do this by folding it and then folding it in half again. Try and fold it lightly so that you don't create too much of a bend, but you can find the middle there. You could also use a ruler to find the middle. So once we've found the middle, we want to draw the shape of our angel. Now I'm going to do this with a big pen, but you can use a pencil, because then if you make a mistake you can change it. Now we want a nice circle in the middle, like that, but just above the centerpiece. This is going to be the head of the angel. And then we're going to loop back round and start the wing. Now up this middle bit, I'm just going to show you, this is centerpiece here, so that we've cut the top half into 4, and we're gonna bring the wing up there, and not meet that line, but stop there and go up. So we're going to do that on both sides like that, and then we can do the wings like this, and they're going to go all the way down to here. Now you can do the wings any shape you like, but I think this wavy pattern looks nice. Now the next bit we're going to do is draw the lines that you then connect it with. Okay, so these are the important bits. You need to make sure you get this bit right. So we're going to move in from left to right on this wing. So left to right to the middle, left to right to the middle, and it has to be left to right on both. Okay, you don't want to get left to right and then right to left, because it won't work. So just to make sure, I'm going to turn them into arrows so you can see. So we're going left to right, left to right. Excellent. If you accidentally do them right to left, it doesn't matter. But they have to be the same no matter what. Then we're going to cut that shape out, and you're going to have something like this. So you've got your nice wings cut out like that. And then we're going to cut down these lines that you drew. So being careful not to go further than the middle, just to the middle like that. And it doesn't have to be perfect in the middle, it just has to be as close to the middle as you think it is. Right, and then we make our angel shape. So we fold that round. This is tricky, so it might take a bit of time. It's a bit fiddly, but you feed the grooves into each other like that. Can you see? So they're fed into each other, and then you have to fold it round so that it looks a bit like an angel, hopefully. There we go. So you've got the wings sticking out the back. Now if you want to decorate it, it's best to do that before you fold it. And the front is going to be different to the wings. So the wings are not decorated on that side. So everything below this line and the head you can decorate. So quickly draw a smiley face, and then you can draw some hands like that. And then the wings you do on the other side. Now the other side, again, you don't draw on this bit because you're not going to see that, but you can decorate the wings however you want. And then you fold it round, like so, again. Obviously you don't have to fold it around twice, you can just do it the once. Now I'm going to use a stapler to fix this in place, but you could use a paper clip or some sellotape. Glue doesn't really work, but a stapler is the best option. So we're going to staple it there on the back, and there you go. You can see the face and arms. Now this doesn't look great because I haven't spent a lot of time on it, but I have made some earlier, so I've got some gold and silver paint on this one, and some gold and blue. This one I've done a nice pattern, and then at home I've even used some old pizza boxes and made another one like that. So you can try these again at home and spend lots of time decorating, as much time as you want, and then you can come and join us for part 3 of Christmas Unwrapped, and we'd love to have you back. If you want to know how to make these at home, or lots of other crafts that we have online, you can check out the Gorse Hill Baptist Church YouTube channel or Facebook, and we've got lots of videos on there where you can see how you can make these angels, but lots of other things as well. So yeah, have fun, and we'll see you in part 3. Bye.
Right now, the supermarkets are full of mince pies, because supermarkets are some of those people that start getting ready for Christmas really early. About 4 months before Christmas, they think we want to eat Christmas food. So they start stocking pies like these. And I bought these a few weeks ago. Most of the mince pies, I think, probably get eaten long before Christmas Day, including these ones. Because you see, my husband loves mince pies, and these ones are all gone. And in a minute, we're going to make our own mince pies, because it's actually fun to make them ourselves. But you know, we've been eating mince pies for a really long time in this country. We've been eating mince pies since the 13th century. And I'd like you to work out in a moment how many hundreds of years we've been eating mince pies for. So in a moment, press pause, work out how many hundreds of years, and then click to start the video again. Right, so how many hundreds of years have we been eating mince pies? Well, the sum goes like this. We're in the 21st century. We take away the 13th century. 21 minus 13 is 8. We've been eating mince pies for 800 years. Right back then, knights used to ride on horseback, and they used to have jousting matches, full pelt, and the ladies used to wear very, very tall pointy hats and have long droopy sleeves. And in those days, mince pies were a little different than they are today. We have small round ones that contain fruit and sugar, and very delicious they are too. But the people in the Middle Ages used to have big oval ones, and that represented Jesus's cradle, where he slept. And sometimes they'd make big pastry baby Jesuses that they would stick on top. Inside it really did have minced meat. So it might have had minced lamb, minced beef, other meat, all mixed up together with spices and fruit. So very different in size and in content. And the legend goes that Oliver Cromwell, who ruled this country a few hundred years ago, got fed up with the amount of greed that people had, how much they ate at Christmas, and he banned mince pies. I'm not 100% sure that's true, but you can always check it out on whychristmas.com at your leisure. Okay, so we're going to make our own mince pies in a moment. And the first thing you've got to do, of course, when you're going to do baking is wash your hands, or make sure they're really clean. And these are clean hands because I've been washing them before I started cooking. And what you're going to see in a moment, you'll probably have in your classroom or in your kitchen a tray that looks like that, maybe twice the size, with 12 mince pie bases, pastry filled with mincemeat. And each one of you is going to get given a mince pie lid like this one and a ball of pastry. You're going to make a lovely design out of your ball of pastry, and you're going to stick it to your mince pie lid, and then you're going to put the whole thing onto one of the bases in the tin. I'll show you one that I started earlier to give you some ideas what you do. I've got here my mince pie lid. I've decided to make a C shape, maybe C for Christmas, maybe your name's Callum and you fancy having a C as well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the C, I'm going to put some water on it to make it a little bit sticky. I'm going to put it on top of my mince pie lid like that, and the water acts with the flour like a kind of glue and it sticks. I'm then going to turn it over and I'm going to dampen the bottom of the mince pie lid, and I'm going to stick it onto one of the mince pie bases. I've got another one here that I started earlier. It's not quite finished, it's a bit rough. It could be a J. Maybe your name is Jake. Maybe your name is Jackie. Or this also to me looks a bit like a Christmas stocking or a Christmas boot. You could take it and you could put some designs on it and make it like a boot. And then again, you would damp it on the bottom. You'd get a mince pie lid and you would stick it on there. This one fills the lid. You might want to squash it a little bit. Again, dampen the base and put it on your mince pie base. Actually, that's interesting. That says JC for Jesus Christ. That is interesting because that's who was born at Christmas. Right, I've got some other ideas for you. I've got here a little holly leaf. Oh, one of my balls of pastry's rolling around. A holly leaf with some berries. Very Christmassy. For this one, I would, because it's a bit fiddly and those berries can roll about all over the place, it's hard to dampen the individual ones. I'd wet the whole of my lid. I'd put the lid on, the holly leaf on, and then these fiddly little berries I would stick on one by one like that. I've got 5. You can choose however many you want to put on. And then carefully turn it over, damp the base like that, and then stick it on. Once all the mince pies have got lids on, then that tray can go in the oven. It goes in for about 10 to 12 minutes at a very hot temperature, probably about 200 degrees C. And it'll come out looking, hopefully, a little bit like these ones that I made earlier, and they look very delicious. To give you some ideas about some designs you could make, I've got a Christmas tree. I've got a star. My star's a bit rubbish, but you could make a better one. A leaf with some berries, a snowman, and I've got a couple of letters, a T and an S. So once you've made them, you need to put them on a something to help them cool down, a cooling tray. And then when they're cool enough, you can eat them and really enjoy them. Thank you very much for watching this. If you've made some wonderful designs, we'd be absolutely delighted to see some. Perhaps you can persuade your teacher to take some pictures and to send them to us. So we'd love to see them. We'd love to put them on our website or put them in a report to say the sorts of things that we do with you kids at school. We'd really like to see them. So please send them to us.